Das sind ja richtig große Glocken da drinnen, ne? Hast du schon mal gesehen? Das ist ziemlich interessant, sage ich jetzt mal, von der Architektur her. Hallo, Freunde und Zuschauer von Hutzub. Heute ein neues Video in unserer Reihe. Und zwar sind wir heute im Haus der Kulturen der Welt in Berlin. Das befindet sich hier ungefähr am Rand oder im Tiergarten in der Nähe vom Bundeskanzleramt. Und da ist eine mehrtägige Veranstaltung, und zwar die Transmediale.
Welche eine Veranstaltung ist, die jetzt hier genau hinter mir oder hinter uns gerade läuft. Ja, was ist die Transmediale? Wir haben gelesen und wir haben uns informiert so ein bisschen drüber, und es ist wohl eine mehrtägige Veranstaltung zu, ich sag mal, digitaler Kunst im weitesten Sinne. Und wie schon gesagt, mehrtägig, also es sieht jetzt über, glaube ich, 3-4 Tage oder so, ich weiß es jetzt nicht ganz genau, finden verschiedene oder verschiedenste Veranstaltungen statt, also von Performances über Installationen, über Präsentationen von Filmen etc. Genau. Und wo wir jetzt hinwollen, was unser Ziel ist, und zwar haben wir eine Einladung bekommen zu einer Präsentation von einem Videospiel, und zwar dem, glaube ich, offiziell ersten Videospiel von Arte, und zwar nennt sich das Californium.
Welches, wie wir gelesen haben, eine Hommage an Philip K. Dick ist. Das ist ein Autor, ein Science-Fiction-Autor. Ich selber habe von dem noch kein Buch gelesen. Und wir wissen nicht so richtig, also wir haben jetzt auch noch nicht viel von dem Spiel gesehen, nur ein kurzes Intro, einen kurzen Trailer. Und wir sind auch sehr gespannt, ob die das spielen werden. Also wir hoffen, dass wir natürlich auch ein bisschen was sehen und dass sie dann auch sagen, ab wann man das sich holen kann oder ob es vielleicht sogar kostenlos ist. Eine Überlegung ist es wert, ist ja immerhin von Arte produziert, wer weiß. Und all unsere Fragen werden sich dann hoffentlich klären, die wir zum Spiel haben. Wir freuen uns auf jeden Fall drauf. Was wir gesehen haben, hat uns schon mal gut gefallen. Also wir gehen jetzt mal rein. Kommt mal mit. Komm. Oh, da was beim Auto überfahren worden. Na huch. Mal gucken, ob wir da überhaupt einfach so reinkommen. Und ob man da drin filmen darf. Wir wissen nicht.
Okay, so we'll start. Today we speak in English. I hope it's not that much of a problem for you. I will try too, my best. Okay, today we're at the Transmediale 2016 in Berlin, and we're here at the Haus der Kulturen der Welt. And we are here actually for a particular event, which is the event from Arte. They have a presentation here for a new video game. It's called, how is it called? Californium.
Yes.
Californium.
Yes.
Okay, and that's why we are here, and we thought maybe it's a little bit boring to only show the presentation. I don't know if we can see it actually, because it starts in a few minutes. That's why we want to do something else before, and that's why we choose to make some interviews, and we want to ask a few people about why are they here, and if they are here for game things and the video game things, which are their favorite video games and stuff, and what do they play at the moment. Yeah, that's why we're here with Chloe. And yeah, hi Chloe.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Do you play video games?
I play a lot of video games.
Okay, that's fine. That's
Yeah.
good. And you are not here for the specific video game event from Arte. You are here because of something different.
I'm here just attending Transmediale because I'm writing for a magazine. So I was lucky enough to get the pass for it. So I'm here for everything. Although I was going to attend the fictional video game event. Yeah.
Yes, so you're going to take part 2 of it. You're going to go there now?
Yeah. I mean, it starts in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, I
Okay,
mean,
so-
to be fair, like it's 10 minutes, but they are always late, so I think we're okay.
Okay, they let us in at 10 minutes ago. Okay, so we should finish. So I only wanted to ask actually 2 questions. The first question is, what kind of video games do you play right now at the moment, or which particular video game do you play?
I mostly like all immersive kind of role-playing, maybe first-person shootout kind of video games. So at the current moment, I mean, I haven't had a lot of time to play video games. I know that's like a sin in its own right. But I recently did play in one evening, like just a 12-hour, 14-hour kind of thing.
Hardcore play session.
Yeah, it's a hardcore play session.
Play through session.
Yes, exactly. I played until dawn.
I see. You've chosen to save Ashley.
Oh no, it's a mistake. That's not what I meant.
Josh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for this to happen.
Man, I don't friends.
Sorry.
Why would you do this? Oh God, what did I do? Ah!
Stop it! You can't do this! Please!
Which is this stereotypical kind of role-playing horror kind of video game.
Killer movie game.
Yes.
Killer movie style game.
Yeah, and they basically throw everything at you. But the idea is that it's one player. However, we got together in a group of 4 people, and only one person was playing the game. And the game is kind of you had to make choices within the game that would kind of put the storyline in one direction or another, or decide who will die or something like that. So every couple of minutes my friend would pause the game and he'd be like, okay, what do we do, like.
So these decisions have a strong effect on the game.
Yeah. The good thing is that once you finish the game is that you get to go back into the episodes and play it over again. But then there's this philosophical kind of intervention that says, oh, but you can't change the past kind of thing, which is a little bit lame, but at the same time, it's kind of okay because you get to see all outcomes.
And there are different outcomes. So the people can die in one way, and in another way they don't.
They can die in so many ways. They can die we tried several things. So one person was like cut off with a saw, or then he died by something just like pressing their heads together. I mean, we killed the person.
And only because of your specific decision. What would have happened if something other happened?
I mean, the person could die or live, depending, but we decided to kill the specific person because we didn't like him. So, I mean, it's completely like, it kind of exposes, it's kind of like Cards Against Humanity, where it exposes like the inner bad human in you. Or,
the bad side.
The bad side in you or whatever, but all in good fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the thing which you like the most on the game? Is it the thing that decisions have a strong effect, or is it the story, or is it the gameplay, or what is the best for you?
I mean, all in all, it was a silly game, right? It's a silly game. It's
like
not
silly horror movies.
Yeah, I mean,
Hollywood
it's not. Yeah. It's basically like a horror movie genre. So it throws everything at you. It'll throw like the abandoned mine, the abandoned house, hotel, the crazy psychopath, the clown, the ghost, whatever. So it's not. I mean, it's a stereotypical. I mean, for me, like if I was playing the game alone, I probably would not have enjoyed it. There were a few golden moments where they like really scared us a lot. But if I hadn't been playing it with the group, like a kind of participatory kind of model, then I don't think it would have been as fun. But yeah, I mean, it was a good thing for about 15 hours or so.
It's like
with a pizza break.
But it's also good to have popcorn.
Yeah,
a popcorn movie.
Popcorn
so
movie, exactly.
Totally laid back and get what's coming through you if it's simple.
A game for me that was the complete opposite of what I played recently Until Dawn was It's a game from 12 years ago. So it's Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic.
I played it too.
The Sith Lords, though, not the first one.
Okay.
The Sith Lords.
It's the second one.
It's the second one.
I played the first one.
Yeah. Okay, so the first one is brilliant. Like, it's like a kind of archetype kind of storyline where, you know, you save the world or whatever.
Shooting and stuff. Run and gun.
Yeah. The second one, it kind of explores the gray area between good and bad, which is what I found quite like philosophical.
Yeah.
And
the gray area is always the philosophical.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if you're in between the gray, man, you're so intellectual. But I mean, it was a decent game. When I played it 10 years ago, I was a kid. I was like, oh my god, what is this, like, really bad game or whatever? And then I played it about 6 months ago again. I downloaded it on Steam, you know, relived my childhood, played the first one, then went back to play the second one. And I was just, like, shocked at the amount of philosophy that there was behind this video game.
Sounds great. I think I give it a try.
Yeah. It's BioWare, so you're bound to enjoy it. I mean, the ending...
Mass Effect and
yes,
Dragon Age.
Mass Effect. Incredible game. I hated the ending.
So we have I think we have to finish the next question, but the last question. Thank you for all the information.
Yeah, no.
Okay, what is your name? Maybe it's possible, but can you name your favorite video game? Your
favorite video game. Oh god, my favorite video game.
It's hard, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really hard because, you know, video games have like completely different purposes in every way.
Totally.
I mean, you know,
maybe 2 or 3.
2 or 3. Okay. Well, one would be the Mass Effect trilogy.
The Reapers are still out there. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
The other would be Skyrim. And the other would be Halo. Or Half-Life. Half-Life.
Welcome to City 17. Gordon Freeman. Let me get a look at you, man.
Oh, it's got you a cop.
On Steam.
That's a good point.
I mean, if I had to pick between Halo and Half-Life, I'd pick Half-Life, but I would pick Halo if I'm playing it with somebody else.
Okay.
You feel?
Okay. The Mass Effect, or even the third one?
I don't. The second one, I think.
The second is really.
The second one I really liked. The third one I liked it because they brought back some of the characters from the first one, and I was completely shipping this like romance thing. But yeah.
And Skyrim on the second, I can totally agree with you. I love Skyrim. I played it for I think 170 hours. So.
Yeah, Skyrim. But also I much enjoyed the one previous to Skyrim. What was it called?
Oblivion.
Yeah, Oblivion. Oblivion. I remember doing 150 hours on it, and then my disc dying. It literally died. I was so sad. I was crying for about 3 days.
What's up with Dark Souls?
I heard that it's such a difficult game. I don't know if I want to.
How's the English word for Offenbarung? It's the holy grail for me of video game. I have to say.
Is it PlayStation or?
It's for Dark Souls. 1 is I think PlayStation 3. I think.
can't.
I'm not sure. There was a Demon's Souls actually was the first thing, and it was on PlayStation 3.
I heard that Dark Souls is amazing, and I really want to play it, but I'm still trying to get over the fact now that the Xbox is becoming a dying console.
Yeah.
And the Xbox is dying.
Even the Xbox One, you mean Xbox as a whole?
Xbox as a whole is. I think that it's dying. I hope it doesn't die out, but I think that it's dying. And I've always been more of like an Xbox kind of person, but now I'm kind of easing myself into becoming a Sony PlayStation kind of.
I think it's like a, how can I say,
it's a shift. You should just have both.
Yeah, thank you very much and have a nice evening.
Yeah, you too.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, guys.
Olivia Bonham, the visual artist involved in the game, and please, Julian, take it away.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Welcome everybody to Californium. Our aim is to promote emerging talents in the field of visual games, of video games, and we want video games to be considered as an art that's corresponding to authors' films, authors' documentaries, and that's why actually we want to create this space. And to underline this, we will also produce 3 more video games this year. Go by the name of Super Polyphilio, Sense and Vandals. Well, with this in mind, let the world of Philip K. Dick inspire us, and well, it's up to you guys. Thanks.
Thank you for being here tonight with us. So I'm Noam, I'm the producer with Darjeeling. Just for you to understand a little bit about background, Darjeeling is a production company. It's a classic one. We're doing interactive stuff, new media stuff for Arte, for other broadcasters. But we are not a game or a studio company. I really wanted to talk about Philip K. Dick because he's a fascinating writer. He kind of put everything that is in our world today, on our modern world, in his books in the early 50s, 60s, 70s. For us, he invented the virtual realities, he invented internet. We podcasted on Arte, March 2nd. And when we started this project, we wanted to have a part that can explain who is the man, who is Philip K. Dick, what are the writings, reproduce the experimentation, the feeling when you read K. Dick, the feeling you have digging into these worlds, these realities. And the best way to do that was to have first a documentary to discover, and then a video game to experiment and to put yourself into one of his characters. So this is not an adaptation, this is an inspiration. We took everything we like and love from K. Dick, because it's a video game. I'm gonna play a little bit in front of you. Okay. For now, I think we have a video. Right? Thank you. On s'est rendu compte que si on voulait parler de K. Dick, il fallait faire un jeu vidéo. Philip K. Dick, il traite de 2 notions principalement. Il pose la question de la réalité. Qu'est-ce que la réalité et comment on l'appréhende, et qu'est-ce que l'être humain?
L'univers de K. Dick, c'est un univers de faux semblants. C'est une référence littéraire, un thème littéraire qui est récurrent et qui, chez K. Dick, a presque un sens philosophique.
Il y a toujours chez K. Dick cette idée du palimpseste de réalité, c'est-à-dire que la réalité cache une autre, cache une autre, cache une autre.
Le grand thème de Philip K. Dick, c'est la paranoïa. Les personnages, en général, se retrouvent à croire telle ou telle chose, et puis à se rendre compte progressivement qu'en réalité, les choses ne se déroulent pas de la manière dont ils peuvent le croire. Les certitudes s'effondrent.
Il a imaginé le plus souvent sans le vouloir le monde dans lequel nous vivons maintenant. Donc les ravages écologiques, les mensonges d'État, les simulacres, enfin, c'est quelque chose dans lequel nous sommes complètement empêtrés maintenant.
Et de là est parti Californium et le médium jeu vidéo pour traiter d'un écrivain de science-fiction. L'idée, elle est partie de Thibaut de Corday de chez Nova Productions, qui est venu nous voir en disant je veux faire quelque chose sur Philippe K. Dick, a priori un documentaire, mais j'aimerais bien qu'on fasse autre chose, quelque chose sur le web, sur Internet.
On a pensé les mondes de Philippe K. Dick, le documentaire télévisé et le jeu vidéo avec Darjeeling, vraiment comme deux volets d'un même projet qui s'appelle Bimédia chez Arte, mais qui ne sont pas pensés en complémentarité en tant que tel, c'est-à-dire que vous pouvez regarder le documentaire sans vous préoccuper du jeu et inversement.
Donc on a un documentaire pour découvrir, un jeu vidéo pour expérimenter.
À la base, on avait envie de faire, si on peut dire, un jeu de cette différence, mais en vue à la première personne, et où les différences apparaissent en fonction de ce que fait le joueur. Et sur cette base, après, il fallait se demander comment on allait pouvoir mettre une ambiance qui soit la plus geekienne possible. L'élément clé sur lequel on s'est appuyé pour faire ce jeu vidéo, c'est l'idée d'avoir des anomalies. C'est l'idée d'avoir des choses que tu attends pas, qui se déroulent souvent dans ton angle mort, et qui éveillent chez le joueur un état de suspicion. C'est là où les romans de Philippe K. Dick sont une super base d'inspiration, parce que c'est pas un axe de gameplay, de challenge, qui a beaucoup été traité.
C'est un peu cette dimension-là qu'on voulait proposer aux joueurs, d'où le principe de faire un jeu d'exploration. De se dire, je vais m'immerger dans un univers, dans un environnement, je vais comprendre qui je suis, qu'est-ce qu'on me raconte, mais je vais aussi chercher ce qui ne fonctionne pas et ce qui paraît étrange là-dedans. C'est pas une adaptation, c'est plutôt un hommage. C'est vraiment un hommage, on s'est inspiré de tout ça, de sa vie et de son œuvre, pour imaginer un jeu vidéo qui serait dickien. C'est notre un peu lettre d'amour à Philippe K. Dick à travers cette expérimentation.
Hey buddy, it's Don. I've been trying to reach you for 2 weeks now. I'm still waiting on your copy for the radio ads. The campaign closes at the end of the month, and the clients want me to fire you and get your ass over to Beard World on the double.
It looks like it's the end of the line for you, Mr. Green. Incurable writer's block. A brain corroded by mind-bending drugs and dime store alcohol. The woman of your dreams and your little girl, no more than distant memories. Who'd want to live such a nightmare? But there is another reality, Mr. Green. You just need to uncover it. Oh, congratulations, Mr. Green. It looks like you can achieve something after all. How touching. But this is just the first step. Writing is a solitary vice. Are you ready to face the outside world?
Hello? Okay, so you feel a little bit weird, isn't it? Well, what are all these strange colors? Maybe we can walk a little bit on the street and watch carefully all the details, the sky, the sound, the atmosphere, the moods, and you can try to discover a few things, yes, after a while.
So as you saw, we played this character Ivan Green, and the main idea in California is just to explore. So I was talking about a weird experience. I know where all the stuff are, so it's quite easy for me. But I'm trying to make you feel what it's like being in the game.
We won't tell you if there is real bugs or unfixed things. You have to decide.
I'll get you to read a short story, boy. It's about this dog and he thinks garbage men are aliens. Maybe you can talk to Don about it. I heard him yelling earlier. He was going berserk, man. You
Sorry, son. I'm still waiting on your first novel. Are you ready to take the plunge into the triangle of earth, fire, and air, Mr. Green? To quote one of your peers, reality is nothing but a point of view.
So, are you ready for another jump in another reality? Maybe?
For the next world, I would say talk to them in the real game. And now, I will try to go again.
Good morning, Father. Mars is basking in the rays of a most beautiful sunrise. The MMC share value is at an all-time high, and your portfolio is up to $200 septillion and 8 cents. Furthermore, the consortium has just signed 3 new Sirius 5 mining contracts. The Great Chamberlain is waiting for you in the Alpha Zone to discuss the inauguration of the Commander's Museum.
We can call it a street. No.
Greetings, Master Green. Mr. Brisket is putting the final touches to the Commander's Museum. The Glimroom has just confirmed it will attend the inauguration, and thanks you kindly. Ambassador Vogue apologizes, but he cannot be at the ceremony. He suggests attending via telepathy. This day will leave its mark on the solar system. Glory be to the great one.
You have, you can go either into it or stay really familiar with KDIC. A lot of us know KDIC from the movies, from the TV shows now. The Man in the High Castle from Amazon is a straight adaptation from one of his books. KDIC had 2 notions. What's the reality and what is it to be human? It's a kind of an inspiration. There's a lot of notions, references, small things that you have to discover and find. And KDIC is present in this game also on a higher level, on a meta level.
It's a narrative game, but why the decision that the main character cannot answer the questions?
This is part of the meta story. This is part of the whole concept. We really didn't want a lot of interaction. At least, in fact, there is no interaction at all. You just have to find those little theta. It's a Greek letter. There is 2 reasons. The first reason is an accessibility reason. We wanted really everyone to. We wanted the game to be accessible to everyone. So from the moment where you know how to move around with the mouse and the keyboard, you can just play. There's no skills. It's because of the whole story. But it's the end of the story.
And it's a paradox. They have to stare at you with no movement because when you see the game played, it's not the same experience that when you play the game actually, and there is no narrative interaction. It's just information. All the main information you have to take care of is the graphical, visual, physical information to play the game.
Why did you choose the art style you did instead of something like photorealistic? I mean, the art style was really nice, but why did you choose that one instead of something like photorealism?
There is 2 things, and Olivier is going to talk a little bit, I guess, about it. The first thing, we really wanted to get away from the Blade Runner style. Like when it's sci-fi, it's dark, it's raining, there are screens everywhere. So, okay, it was nice. KDIC is always flirting with craziness, with madness. And if you have a look at Olivier's work, the drawings you have here and If you look at the website, you have more than. It's really a style, and it's really what's come out from those types of drawing, and we wanted to have that in the game.
We wanted to have like a kid eye, a child eye on the universe, the words of Philippe Cadix, because it's almost a total contrary with the words, the moods we used to see in this kind of literature. So the first point was to make the parallel between the act of writing, to really literally dive into the Philippe Cadix mind and to reproduce this graphically, saying, it's exactly the same thing that happens when an illustrator draw with ink on paper. There is no borders between the blank paper and the mind. So it's why we have this word. It's kind of, I don't know if we can use the word innocent, but we try to do something visually innocent, but it's not innocent to say this.
We are just filling an empty space, and Arte is filling an empty space too. There is some space, there's a lot of games, and if you take the question of the money out of this, then you can try to be the more creative that you can. This is what all the small indie developers are doing in a very different way. So is the model good? I don't know. We'll see. Maybe. But for now, it's working. And Arte had the first video game, Californium is the second, and now they are producing 4 more. So maybe it's a kind of a new industry that is coming out from those projects.
It's just a brief question, but if it does sell well, by any chance are you going to make a sequel?
Okay. You want to make a sequel of it?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
next year maybe.
Thank you very much for staying.
Thank you.
And if you like,
We're here with Noam, one of the producers from the game Californium. And actually, I think you heard a lot of things about the game, and we film a lot of things, and you got quite a lot of informations. And now I want to ask another question. For me personally, it's always a big interest to know about the favorite games and what kind of games people are playing at the moment. So I will ask Noam, what do you play at the moment, and if you have the time between the development, and what is your favorite, or maybe 2-3 favorite video games of all time?
I don't really have time to play right now because of the end of the production and everything, but there's a lot of people who are making games at the office, and there's a lot of games, so we're watching a lot of things.
Paradise.
Yeah, it's the paradox. So I'm not playing at night alone, but I'm playing with the people during the day. I really liked those indie games that came out like a few years. The Stanley Parable is something that was very, very interesting.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley, an hour, when he realized that employee 427 did every day. Stanley worked for Stanley went around. Stanley stepped into the Stanley just sat around. Stanley walked upstairs. Stanley was in such a rush. Stanley is quite a Stanley for the first Stanley realized Stanley had never seen Stanley knew the office. Stanley Stanley can't Stanley just Stanley was still Stanley was making Stanley.
Oh, come now. You don't want it to end already, do you? Why don't we begin again? Wait, how did you do that?
And very nice in the story developed. Gone Home was an interesting narrative game, very interesting, very well done.
Katie, I'm so sorry.
We moved into this house.
I'm so sorry. I don't think they'll be bothering you anymore.
For me, I really liked it. It was a real experience. Kentucky Road Zero also was very beautiful.
This world is not my home. I'm just passing through. My pleasure and my hope are placed beyond the blue. Many friends and kindreds has gone on before, and I can't feel at home in this world anymore. Oh Lord, you know I have no friend like you. If heaven's not my home, oh Lord, what will I do? Angels beckon me to heaven's open door, and I can't feel at home in this world anymore. Oh Lord, you know I have no friend like you. If heaven's not my home, oh Lord, what will I do? Angels beckon me to heaven's open door, and I can't feel at home in this world anymore.
And I have small games that I really liked. Osmos on iPad. I don't know if you play that game. Is an amazing physical game that I really love and can play hours with it. What else? The Unfinished Swan also.
Finished
Swan.
Swan.
Right, yes. Was a really great game. All the Simogo games are very. Actually, I kind of like the weird experience, the strange experience, the thing that takes you elsewhere, unconventional games. And we had the chance to have a huge indie scenes in Europe. People making great games, but also great installations. You have to check out Amaze, the festival in Berlin.
Yeah, of course.
It's so great.
Will be there too?
No. The game designers of Californium were there with their collective, and maybe we'll be there next year.
It was a pleasure for me.
Thank you very much.
Have a nice evening.
Thank you.
Hast du Ton? Drückst du auf den roten gleich?
It's true.
Okay. Hi friends, me again, Niels, and my friend here, Rotam. I met him a few seconds ago here at the festival, at the Californium presentation. Now we're
full of people, as you can see, but they are in another reality. It's still a KD reality, so they are in a parallel universe now.
Exactly, and we are the only ones who are in the other reality, and they are the other reality.
We are in your imagination.
Exactly. So be prepared for us. Okay. You have recognized. I asked the people here a few questions, and also the 2 questions for Rotam. What kind of games or which games do you play actually at the moment, and what is your all-time favorite video game?
Right. So
it's a hard question.
Actually, it is quite easy for me to answer this. Since both of these games represent kind of my beginning with video games and my somehow end of a time. And so these games are like the game I'm playing now, which is a nostalgic game, so it's not a new game. It's the first game I ever played on the computer, and it's Digger. I don't know if you know Digger, the little creature that goes and eats all the diamonds.
In German, it's Gräber.
Okay, so it's Gräber.
Digger is meant by with a shovel to dig.
Good. So I learned a new word. Yeah.
Digger.
You know it. You know the game?
No.
It's really an old game. Okay, so everybody knows Digger. I mean, you should
Can
check
I download it
out.
on Steam? Or?
I think you can play it online. And now I will tell you about the other game, which is my all-time favorite, and you understand the old generation that I come from. This is the Day of the Tentacle.
No. I thought I was free of Dr. Fred and those crazy Edisons forever. But now I know that I must go back to the mansion.
Which is I think the most successful legendary game by LucasArts, and it's one of these games which you would think, oh, so many games like this would be created, but actually as time goes by, it still stands there, almost alone with it's really like playing inside a cartoon, like a genius, crazy cartoon, and just really fun, endless fun. You can.
Okay, I give you guys a homework for you and for me. Play Day of the Tentacle. We go home and we'll download it immediately, I think, because I never played it and I always heard from it that it's a great game and everyone should play it.
Endless hours of fun. So
it's gonna be great. I'm excited.
Thank you.
Okay, actually the 2 questions are over. And, thank you for your answers. Sure. And what I see something else here. Yeah. So you're a creator a little bit.
Yes, this is kind of my game. So because I still haven't realized my visions of making one of the best video games ever, I'm making a very strange art, which is kind of combination of many things, and I publish once in a while books and prints around it. So I'm working on.
So sorry, can I interrupt you? Sorry for you. Yes. This is a real book. This is your book. So this is not the brand from the books thing. This is your book.
Yes,
so
yes.
Its name is Eternal Pavilion.
Right. It's a series I'm working on. Actually,
Fantastic.
It's a kind of a middle edition towards a really hardcover book, but it has like all the drawings in it in original size and some surprises inside. For example, you get some cool randomly generated stickers, miniature stickers.
This comes with the books.
Yes,
with the book.
Yes, and you get a print, a color postcard, and also there is like a secret chapter inside which has like all the outtakes and all the kind of stranger stuff, explorations inside it.
Man, this is fantastic.
Oh, thank you very much. And yeah, you can have a look in my website or something if you want to. I can tell you the link later.
With the things we get with it, this little things. It's like in the past with the Kellogg's packages, where the Kellogg's package there's something in it. And
yeah, I like the fact that you kind of get an added extra bonus. Know, just to have some fun. We need some fun in the world. Like
this is great.
I don't know if you know Frank Zappa. Frank Zappa, the musician, has a very short piece in one of his albums, and it's called Whatever Happened to All the Fun in the World. So I recommend you to check out Frank Zappa, Whatever Happened to All the Fun in the World. It's like a 30-second piece. Listen to this strange sound and then play Day of the Tentacle, and you'll have a great
then we know everything about the world, maybe. Okay, and it's like a little bit, it reminds me of Chris Ware.
Oh my gosh, dude! Now this is now
because actually he told me a few minutes ago that you draw it in the bus,
right?
When the bus drives.
Yes.
But how do you make it when the bus is shaking? And
we make a sequel. We make you come with me one day and I show you.
That's we're gonna do this for sure. We're gonna do this for sure. We'll filming the whole action and then we make a cool video of it.
Chris, where right now if you come to my room, you will see on my bed is the big building stories, the big book, and I just bought it like yesterday. So I'm a really huge Chris Ware fan and.
Was it the most popular book? What is it?
Jimmy Corrigan.
Jimmy Corrigan.
Kid on Earth.
Jimmy Corrigan.
And I also love, I have to then mention, and then we wrap this up nicely, Robert Crumb, who is a great influence, and Jean Giraud Moebius, who passed away not so long ago, but his spirit lives on. So these are the godfathers. So.
Okay. Very interesting. Thank you for all the time and thanks for all the answers. It was great. It was a pleasure, and maybe we'll see again. I hope so.
Hopefully, you're a very nice guy. Anytime we play a game, you show me the new Steam platform and all that stuff.
Steam platform and the Jonathan Blow games, Braid and The Witness.
And hearing Frank Zappa.
Oh,
Frank Zappa, we're gonna hear Frank Zappa.
Check out that plug-in game that this nice artist.
Plug-in and Day of the Tentacle.
Exactly. Hey.
All right, man.
Thanks, man.
So we see. Bye bye.